Hello guys and welcome to the Heroes launch stream. Today we will cast the Heroes launch mid-season number 1 tournament. It's pretty cool that we get this thing set up. We will cast the last minute, which is a game from a team which just signed up at the last minute. And I already got the draft link, so I will jump right in. There we go. Okay, ban first, Sagara on Tomb of the Spider Queen map. It's just best of 1 here, so we'll probably see just the most strongest picks here from both teams. We see first ban Sagara. They're going here for the 3-lane push denial with this ban, as it looks like. And they're going with the Falstad because of his global presence and the strength that he gets in the late game, I think. So next pick of Extreme Explicit, they get up Xul. And it looks like MacDino just joined me at the co-casting part here. Hello. Okay. Okay. And here we see the Sylvanas pick from last minute. So both teams managed to get a very strong lane clear pick here.
All right, I think the police is gone here for me.
Right in your house.
Yeah, that's the problem when living next to a police station. But anyways, yeah. Tomb of the Spider Queen here. All right. And already some wave clear here chosen on both sides, I guess.
Yeah.
Personally, I really like Xul on this map. I mean, you can do the rotation, even though, of course, the mount speed was reduced in the last patch. But I think, especially on Tomb of the Spider Queen, the map is so small that you can easily do the rotation. And then Xul, of course, is so strong on these rotations.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Sylvanas is of course also good on the rotations, and if you get the spiders, you can do a lot of work with Sylvanas disabling the towers and the forts and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So guys, the Rebel bot just up. Just watch how the draft is going on and which team do you favor. Of course, you know Extreme Explicit perhaps a little bit as you watched the stream already a couple of last times, or just MacDino favoring for his teams by himself, or you're just going for the outsider last minute, which signed up at the last minute.
Yeah, it's a team that found its way to the tournament like really last minute. It was 1 minute before the registration closed, and Draconi and Alnamed made it and pulled together some players that are willing to play, and I think that's really great. So now we have 12 teams here in the tournament, and that makes a very round number, I'd say. Okay, and we see here Extremely Explicit, of course. Let's talk a little bit about the draft, but of course also it's the first round, so we may also talk a little bit about general things. But coming back to the draft, Li Ming and Thrall picked up here for Extremely Explicit. Solid picks on their side. Then we have a ban here on, I think, is it Merlin? Merlin and Jaina? Oh, Jaina ban.
Ooh.
Okay. I mean, that's not the usual suspect, I guess, but probably on Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Yeah, I mean, ETC Jaina is just very strong. If he lands the Mosh and Jaina just could time the Ring of Frost perfectly, or just go with the Ice Monster like the thing to deal a lot of damage to all of the stunned people, so...
Yeah, you're right. Of course, the Wombo combo kind of missed that one. Of course, the Wombo combo and Yeah, and the quick wave clear. I mean, Jaina is also very good and very quick in clearing waves, so that's good for the rotation. And I mean, with Blizzard designing her as a zoning hero, I mean, you have a lot of small places and narrow places on Tomb of the Spider Queen, for example, at the turn-ins, where you can just, you know, throw in the Blizzard as Jaina, and then you can zone out the enemies pretty nicely. So yeah, I guess she's a pretty strong pick here on this map.
Yeah. And last minute, they really had to study now about which damage dealer they're taking, and they could probably go for this Kerrigan highlighted here. I would love that because she has so much AoE and it just could deal a lot of damage to the moshed people. So, and this means Extremely Explicit has to worry about ETC, so they have to secure enough stuns. So Withdrawal they're fine, and Liming already, so they're probably fine until now.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, it was like 2 months ago that Blizzard patched Kerrigan and buffed her, and since then she's kind of a regular guest here here in the draft. So I'm really amazed that with just some little numbers tweaking, they didn't even change any talents greatly. They just tweaked some numbers, and now it looks like Kerrigan is actually pickable in many situations. Okay, and we see the Tyrael here on the side of Extremely Explicit hovered. Of course, Tyrael, they locked him in. Tyrael with the Sanctification is a really nice tool if you have this frontline heavy composition that they go with.
Yeah.
I mean, Zul, Thrall, and now Tyrael as a tank, that's 3 melee heroes. So with the Sanctification, you can keep everyone alive in the front row. Also, Sanctification is a nice tool against the Mosh Pit, so very solid pickup here, the Tyrael. And they go for the heal with the Brightwing. Okay.
So let's watch if Brightwing could manage to heal enough over time for this Kerrigan KT damage.
Yeah, and the last pickup for last minute is the Keltas here. So both teams with a mage, and we'll have to see if the living bombs can do a lot of work here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you have such a frontline heavy team like Extremely Explicit, and you all group up for the Sanctification and go in. I mean, of course, when the Sanctification is active, you can't the Keltas can't do some living bomb damage, but of course, first when they group up, they can spread the love. So let's see how they manage to not clump up in fights.
Yeah. Okay, pretty solid draft from both teams as it looks like. Which team would you favor here?
It's hard to say. I have to admit, it's hard to say. I mean, both teams with good wave clear, both teams with strong front lines. I'm a little bit I mean, the Kerrigan, she has to hold her ground on her own, and her frontline buddy is more or less only the ETC. Yeah. So I think it could be a hard time for her. I mean, the Rega, can he keep her alive with an ancestral and everything? So I guess I would, and also Extremely Explicit has the Zul, so I guess I would go with Extremely Explicit here on this one. But I think it's a close one. I think both drafts could pull it off if played right, so it all depends on how the teams play it and how they individually perform, I guess.
Totally right. So I couldn't decide to if I would have to. So you guys have a rough time on Rebel, I think.
So, and that's why you're not putting any money on any team? I guess I have to put my money where my mouth is. So I'm gonna go with bet A, right? A is Extremely Explicit.
Yeah, should be.
Bet A. How many is in the pot? I don't know.
Maybe hundreds until now. Oh, okay.
All right, so the teams are hopefully setting up the game. And invite us. Are you already invited?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm invited too.
And I'm in-game, great.
All right, so let the tournament and the games begin.
Yeah. So you were one of the organizer of this whole tournament. Could you talk a little bit? So we got just this first round best of one. After that,
Yeah, we have the first round best of one. That's mainly due to some organizational issues that we don't wanted to extend the tournament to Sunday. We wanted to have it played on one day. So tonight we wanted to have the final, and that was only possible by shorten the first round a little bit. Although of course Heroes Launch is known to have best of threes. I mean, that's kind of what we like and how we like the games to be played, because I think that's the best format. Anyway, so we have a best of one here in the first round. After that, round two, the semifinals and the final will all be played as best of threes. And we also have a consolation round going for the teams that lose in the first round. They will gather up, and now that we have 12 teams, that fits very nicely. They will gather up in a consolation round and play a Robin bracket. That means they have two other matches with best of threes, so that nobody goes home here with only playing one game. Everybody will have a lot of Heroes action and hopefully a lot of fun, and playing at least 2 games. So at least a best of one and then a best of 3. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the the organizational thoughts that we had when organizing this tournament. And yeah, let's see if the teams like it, if the viewers like it, if we like it, if everybody likes it. So yeah, it's kind of testing the waters here. It is the first tournament that we're organizing. We're testing the waters here, also with regards to the playoffs, of course. So everything we learned today from this tournament will go into the organization of the playoffs, which apparently will happen in, I guess it's like 4 weeks, right? From now on?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So that's when the playoffs will happen, and yeah, everybody's looking forward to that. At least so as far as I know.
Okay, would you introduce your team on the left side, I think?
Yeah, on the left side we have Extremely Explicit with Dilla on Thrall, Killer Inst on Li Ming, par excellence, playing the Zul, Belle du Jour on Brightwing, and Yogi on the Tyrell.
And the enemies on the right side, we get... Can't read it because the writings are before. A long name on the ETC. Okay, I have to get it somehow else. How can I put this thing away?
So yeah, apparently last minute has to wait a little bit to get introduced by you. Yeah. But in the meantime, of course, we have a pause here, because apparently Alaname already disconnected here in the first minute of the game. So yeah, I guess we have to wait for him to reconnect. Maybe in the meanwhile, I keep talking a little bit about the tournament and the organizational thing. I mean, sure. We're very happy to announce, of course, or to have Kador as a caster too. So he'll be probably then he's already casting one games of the first rounds, and then he will casting throughout the day until the final. That means on this channel here you will see the semifinal. Yeah, you see one of the semifinals and then the match for place 3. Of course, we don't want everybody to run away to Kador and and watch only there. And due to that, I'll just post a link for a multi-Twitch possibility, so that you can follow both streams and don't have to decide if you want to watch Kaldor or us. And also, maybe I'm already teasing a little bit of a feature that we have planned for today that we will try out, right? Do you think it's too early to tease it?
Well, no, just go ahead.
Yeah, right.
We'll get it.
So we have something in mind. We have something prepared. Let's see how it works out. But yeah, everybody can look forward to that one. And also, yeah, I hope you have prepared also the new highlight video for us, VenoM.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. That's what I like to hear. All right, and we're back in the game, I guess.
Okay, on the right side, last minute, we see Elo name on the ETC, we see Draconia on the Kel'Thas, we see Leukocyte on Sylvanas, we see the Undead on Rhaegar, and Ryanor on Kerrigan.
Yeah, and they are facing extremely explicit. We are gathering up here in the top lane, it looks like. So no shenanigans here in the middle.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Thrall is waiting for the bot lane to come. So yeah, it looks like Extremely Explicit decided to start their rotation on the top lane. Last minute starts the rotation in the middle lane, and therefore both teams will rotate beside each other and probably won't face each other off with any fighting. Or will they? Okay, both teams have good enough wave clear so that both teams now are in the middle and yeah, poking at each other.
Yeah. Polybomb spread it already into par excellence, but he's fine right now. So at the bot lane we see Thrall versus Sylvanas, kind of a fight of the better laner here, but I'm pretty sure Thrall is very strong in laning. And here we see the first kill on Xul on the top lane. Can't get away with this ETC slide, so looking at the talents a little bit, we see ETC with the power slide build, of course. We see Mana Addict on the KT. We see Sylvanas with the longer Black Arrows duration. We see Rhaegar in cause of a front heavy composition with the Wolf run to secure that he is fast enough to run away. And we see here the stun and everything against Brightwing, and this is the second kill against Extremely Explicit.
Ryan are here really on point with his Kerrigan combos. So on the top lane, he saved the Zul kill for his team, and now the Brightwing kill here in the mid lane. So yeah, very good Kerrigan plays we already see here coming in from Team Last Minute, and that gives them the talent and the XP lead for the moment. Of course, just a slight lead. Oh, but now they're gathering up for the next gank. Leukocyte is baiting Dilla. Oh, it looks like Dilla is playing it safe. Yeah. Probably his team said to him, everybody's missing, be careful, don't go too far, they're coming for you. Yeah, and he plays it passively and no chance to gank here. Well played.
And they're going for the top rotation, not getting any kills here on the top lane, so rotating again mid. We're seeing Li Ming going for the dominance build. Strong decision here, because I think that Brightwing could heal a lot of life points over time, but not in a just short moment. So this, of course, a strong decision.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you need the resets to get use from this talent.
Yeah, clear.
Oh, and this time the Reinhardt combo is missing here on the Kerrigan. Yeah. So far, it's looking pretty even. Both teams are just doing the rotations, but we already have 50 gems on the side of Last Minute. They are ready to turn in, while Extremely Explicit is only sitting on 33 gems, probably due to the ganks that they had to suffer.
Yeah.
So the question remains, will Last Minute be able to turn in their gems in time?
Yeah, That's right, the point where Li Ming is very strong. She could deny the turn in for such a long time with these orbs, but looks like Yogi is in a little bit of trouble, but he could go away.
Yeah, good old Tyrell, too slippery to to really force the death here on him.
Yeah.
Rhino turning in. Oh, okay, but Yogi is in a little bit of trouble, but of course gets away. Or no, not of course. I mean, that was a close one.
Yeah.
And it looks like Undead is turning in, and that means the first Web Weavers will be going to Team Last Minute. Oh, and the fine par excellence here can't secure the kill. Would have been nice, of course, to confirm a kill right before the Web Weaver spawned. Even more push potential,
yeah.
But they gather up here in the middle, and of course they have Sylvanas, so let's see how much they can get out of this.
Yeah. I mean, Sylvanas is kind of snowbally here. She is very strong with pushing the Web Weavers, so let's watch. Good connects to Yogi, but he managed to get away, but this also means no frontliner. Li Ming here gets a lot of damage from these living bombs.
Yeah, I mean, they all gathered up in the middle, so they had to get something going here because they are losing out a little bit on XP and, of course, gems here in the top lane and the bot lane due to them all being grouped up in the middle. So it had to be at least this fort, and they are getting this. So, yeah, enough value gathered here. I don't know if it's enough, but yeah, I mean, if you really want to snowball this map, you need, of course, to gather as much gems as possible,
yeah.
And therefore you would have needed to gather in the top and bot lane so that the next turn-in would be ready, but at the moment they're sitting at only 33 gems. That means they still need like 20 gems to turn in the next time, and of course I'm talking about last minute here. So yeah, that gives the chance now to Extremely Explicit to turn in themselves. And yeah, let's see if they manage to do that. Yogi here in a little bit of trouble, can jump out as Tyrell. Oh, but they're still chasing him.
Yeah, but he barely survives, could get away.
Yeah, Cleanse is saving him here. Well played from Belle de Jour, saving his Tyrell.
Yeah.
And of course, not only the Tyrell, but also the 19 gems that are sitting on him.
And we see again Sylvanas going top to take care about Dylan, not pushing these lanes so far, but it's pretty even at the bot lane, I think. Meanwhile, we see that the ETC was sliding in, but not connecting too good to Yogi. Can't separate him from the team, so he's fine. And they really need to go onto the top lane to care about this Xul, that he can't push too much. Until now it's looking good for him, but now here comes the rotation. And could they turn in ETC, strong slide connecting to two people, and here is the Kerrigan combo. They managed to get 10 before this fight, so Extreme Explicit really has to care par excellence. Down in life a little bit, but he could get out of this Kerrigan combo.
Yeah, and that of course puts last minute in a very, very good position. They have the level 10 now. That means they can interrupt and they can prevent the turn-in from Extremely Explicit. Meanwhile, they're turning in themselves, and they only, yeah, and they have enough gems to turn in. If Eloname gets his turn-in through, like he does right now, that means next Web Weavers are coming in here for Team Last Minute. Meanwhile, Par Excellence is a little bit of trouble. Yeah, ETC gets the power slide on him, and he goes down. Wow. So that means Web Weavers for Team Last Minute and a kill. Ooh, that could be a lot of pressure here coming against Extremely Explicit.
Top lane is good pushed, and thanks of this Xul as it looks like, but the mid lane and the bottom lane are now a little bit in trouble. Looks like Last Minute is aiming the mid lane here. They're going in good. Sylvanas is doing her job with deactivating these buildings.
Yeah, so they are poking around. I mean, top lane and bot lane were pushed out a little bit, so they have still the Web Weavers going there. And yeah, now they decide, okay, we got the wall in the middle. Now let's rotate up and get the top fort. So playing it smartly, staying together here as 5 so that they don't have the so that Extremely Explicit doesn't have the possibility to just, you know, gank on 3 people, something like that with 5 people and get the kills in. So playing it smartly. And let's see if they can even get the wall here. Yeah, it looks like they're going for it. Of course, with Sylvanas, it's an easy game, and only Killer Instinct on Li Ming is defending. Yeah, and that's the wall. They don't get too greedy. They say, all right, we got what we wanted, what we came for. Now let's disengage. Yeah. And yeah. And be happy with our 1 level lead for the moment and level 13 on the horizon.
Yeah, with this mid lane XP, they're nearly getting it, and with 1-2 minions more. And oh, nice combo hitting Disc Zool. There he goes down. The Mosh not connecting too good as it looks like. And Tyrael with the trait, not getting too much damage thanks to the KT shield. Thrall going down, and this is nearly the whole team.
Yeah, nearly a team wipe, and very well played here. They were patiently waiting. I mean, Extremely Explicit. They wanted to turn in, finally get their first web weavers. And yeah, last minute, patiently waiting for the turn in. Everybody gathered up, and then they just jumped on him and got the kill. Jumped on them and got the kills. Very well played, like I said again.
Yeah. They're going for the boss now. Safe decision. Now Extremely Explicit, a little bit on the run because they know the last minute have a talent lead until now, so...
Yeah, and they're pushing here with the boss, of course, with Sylvanas. That's always a good possibility. And Yogi dropping really low here. Oh, a lot of damage coming down on him from Keltas, but he can survive and hard back. Meanwhile, the boss is still pretty healthy. And Sylvanas is disabling the keep. Wow, that could be a pretty close one. Oh, Li Ming going down here. Wow. But Team Last Minute decides to back off. They don't want to push their luck. I mean, yeah, probably a smart decision, I guess. They don't have enough gems to turn in again. But of course, with 1 keep down, they are in the lead here.
Yeah. Another 50 gems are paid in right now from the Team Last Minute. The bottom are 5 gems more, and with another wave they have again enough to turn in these gems, so... They're going for the camps, as Extreme Explicit does. Strong decision from them.
Yeah. I mean, every lane is kind of pushed out. It's not easy for them to get the gems in for Team Last Minute. So, yeah, they're deciding just to get the camp. In the meanwhile, Extreme Explicit does the same. So, yeah, the pressure kind of equals out in the middle.
Yeah.
They're extremely explicit. I mean, they are 2 levels down. Level 16 on the horizon for Last Minute, so they need to get the fight now, and that's exactly what they do. Oh, but the mosh pit gets interrupted. Zool dropping down, getting deleted, and now Extremely Explicit is on the run. Yeah, Beldejur dropping 2. Can the rest of the team make it out? Of course, Last Minute is on the chase. Oh, Yogi, do you have your Q up? Edwin's Might? Nope. Edwin's Might not up, and that, of course, means his death. Yeah, now 3 people down. 4 people down.
Okay.
Let's see what... yeah, but Last Minute not deciding to push their luck any further. Not going for, like, a keep. I think I would have liked them to be a little bit more aggressive. Go for the keep here when their opponents are down. Not playing it too safely. But yeah, they are doing that, and yeah, not risking anything here.
Yeah.
Alright. Now the next web weavers are summoned by the red team. That is last minute. And let's see how much they can get out of it. At least the keeps should fall, I guess, especially with having Sylvanas. But let's see if they can get some kills in. This could be also an attempt to go for the core. Although, of course, as they're playing it so safely all the time, probably they're not risking anything.
Yeah.
But let's see.
I mean, they don't have to risk because the web weavers are there, and at the bot lane there is also a camp pushing with the web weavers. Nice kill against this thrall. Good sanctification, but a little bit too late to save this thrall. Beldishur now on the run, gets away from the Kerrigan combo. Nice stun coming in from INTZ, getting this Tyrael. And this Kerrigan is just wrecking the extremely explicit team, and this is game.
Yep, that's GG. ETC dancing and partying, because that means team last minute, signing up the last minute, gets the wins the match in round number 1, and that of course means that they will now be playing in the round number 2. But it's not over for Extremely Explicit. On the bright side or on the darker side, yeah, it's not over for them. They are still playing in the consolation round. Yeah, and GG, well played here from Team Last Minute.
And we will do a short 3-minute breaks, and after that we will get into some replay reviews. Stay tuned, guys. We are online until at minimum 9 o'clock, as I'm informed, and perhaps Kaldor is still playing his game. Just check it out, and then I could see you guys soon, hopefully for the next best 3 games.
Avatar getting
They're going on Zul. Zul gets picked off too.
Both teams with a lot of sustain. A nice mosh. Full team mosh.
There goes the Ring of Frost.
Oh my gosh.
Look at them. Devastating. That's 3 members of the enemy.
Yeah.
Have teamed into. They really did that.
Then, and they are on the chase there with the Tigers, with the minigun. They're doing so much damage, and the Zul will be taken down as well there with the Sonya, just kind of destroying him immediately. And the Blizzard there by the Jaina will allow us to zone out the Uriel, and this is a 3rd kill there, and this is a disaster there. And the ETC and the KT, both of them getting caught there, and the KT will be taken down as well as the ETC. Can he manage to make it out? And just barely with 500 hit points. And the Blizzard, nice shot. Oh my god, and the Muradin with the Dwarfos inside there to the cube. I feel like the Naxos is still could have definitely. Ooh, and the Muradin there is getting caught at the top lane there, and the roots are connecting on him. He did pop Avatar, he did Dwarfos on the other side there of the wall, but he still should be taken down, I think.
Wow.
Oh my god, this Muradin is not dying. Oh my, he gets the Aegis and the Wailing Arrow hitting everyone there. Oh my god.
Wow.
This is a disaster. Oh, this fight just turned around
God.
so quickly.
So, hello guys, welcome back to some analysis from me here. Let's jump into the replay view here. Let's turn out this layer here. So, okay, because it was just pretty short game in a few minutes. I think we could do not too much of analysis, but we got 3 replays here. So let's watch this. This was at minute 10, and let's watch this shortly. We see both teams are full now, and all of the ultimates are ready. So let's go a little bit further. We see the egg is spawning, and the turn-in could be here for extreme explicit. Let's watch this thing now. And we see here at this line there's probably just this section of both teams, and we see already that the vision of the last minute team is great. They know right when the turn-in will happen, and they also know that there is Yogi in front with the Tyrell. And let's watch what happens later, a few seconds. So they know exactly when the turn-in would happen, and they were going straight for Yogi here. What we also see is that Beljour is a little bit out of position, because with this Kerrigan combo it just went in just a few seconds, and that means that Tarail, he has to put on Sanctification immediately to secure the life of the other teammates here in the middle of the battlefield. So let's watch if he do that. Not until now, and here we see a great stun going in with the Q slide from ETC, and then the mosh goes up, and we see that just now the ultimate of Tyrell gets casted after Xul is dead, and Xul not even was able to cast his skeletons, which would slow a little bit, but yeah, they wouldn't have probably helped too much. So let's watch this a little bit more. We see Tyrell dies at the top lane. There was Thrall alone, dies also, and what we see now is that just Brightwing and Liming were surviving, and Tyrell with his trade will try now to go for the one which could deal the most of damage. This is KT right now. He goes for the KT, but what happens now is KT, for a short second we see that he casts the ability to get some shield, and with the trade of Tyrell, this trade does nothing right now, kind of unlucky. Now we see a really good stun is coming out from the KT going in here, and after this fight the 4 mans are down from Extreme Explicit, and Brightwing, the only healer, is surviving here for Extreme Explicit. So this was great denial from the team. So let's jump into the second replay that we prepared here. So let's just watch what it was already. Yeah, okay. They're going with the bush. And we see already that Yogi is pretty low, and we see here that the front line ETC is standing pretty near to his team, and because Yogi is already so low, he had to retreat, go down, and this would be also the moment where Extreme Explicit has to say, okay guys, we need to back up, we can't stay in front because Tyrell has to protect us, we can't stay here any longer. And even with this boss and the stunning potential from the boss, they would do a good job right now, as we see. See now, they're going further and behind a little bit. So Extreme Explicit does a good job. They're retreating right now a little bit. Both teams are still full, and they could go back. Getting this first keep is nice, and Extreme Explicit just saved a lot of lives here. Okay, let's watch the third replay. This was nearly the end, big fight as it looks like. I have to deactivate this layer again here, so I'm not seeing the arrow the full time. Okay, we see now Tyrell managed to get the sanctification right up, and that's really what you want to have. You see in the sanctification, Tyrell and your frontliner Thrall stands here. Unfortunately, Xul was going down already a few seconds before. And now we see it there on the run again, and this was the Kerrigan combo, which hits nearly perfect. And with this done, and we see Sylvanas with the reset talent on level 13, she could get another 6 shots from her Q, and she could use it once again. And with this Thrall Sundering, which stunned a lot of people, this was kind of a hope moment. But what we are also seeing is that KT is already stunning this Brightwing, I think, is it? And in a few next seconds, Brightwing goes down. And with the living bongs from KT, which does a pretty good job here, they get this first kill, get the second kill from Tyrell, and now what we're seeing, Li Ming, she's feeling safe because she refreshed her life, and of course as Li Ming you have to go in with a little bit of risky moves to get a kill, get another kill, thanks to the resets. And with this moment, as you see here, a little bit overextending here, Kerrigan could finish her up here with just one Q jump. So kind of unlucky that Extreme Explicit, as we see in this game, getting no kills means no resets for Li Ming, and because of that, of course, Li Ming can't really get the potential of her out of it. Okay, this was kind of a of our first replay. So please type in the chat if you liked it and what do you think from our idea. And now MacDino is still here. I'm sure he is, but he's muted at the moment. Oh no, he left me. I'm alone. Okay. So I will put up another break video, and hopefully we're then back with another draft for you guys. Stay tuned.
Takes away from the skill.
Ooh, Avatar getting your visor, but he can he get away? Oh,
Looks like he will get away.
really close, really close. Quintex was on time there, jumped on the earth, but powerless, pretty close.
But they get the kills. Reyna down. Nice form here on Keltas. Oh, great morph. Great morph. Now they killed Reyna.
Oh my god.
And
Finally
the
a
mosh
combo.
pit. Well played.
Finally the wombo combo works here. They got it
Getting it out. Slop Talk dropping really low and he's down. Oh, and the
Holy
duck
me.
leaping.
Oh, this was speechless.
Oh, and the hook against Quintex.
Oh, just beautiful.
Oh my god. Oh, Zapata. Is he trying to get the boss for the agent?
I don't know.
I would think
I
to try and
leave
shield,
it
of course. Can survive a little bit, but I think that's too much AP damage. Boundary already dropping.
Oh my god, look at this
Yeah.
Mira just dying.
He's not dying, but are the others dying? Oh, just okay. Never mind me. Right wing down.
This Mira god, what the hell? He's taking 2 people down already. Oh, it's could finally add carry again and really with an avatar. It's so scary.
And must be still there with the Baylor combi trying to kill Bucky, and that was it. That was it.
Hello guys, we're back with another draft link, and we will cover not the game that's standing here right now. I will change that. It's the game with Inertia versus Balance of Interests. Okay. And let's jump shortly to the bracket right now, and we see here that there were a few guys with a free win, as it looks like. And the game that we're covering is the bottom one, Balance of Interests versus with Inertia. Let's jump shortly to the draft link here, as they started on the Infernal Shrines. Last minute versus Extreme Explicit, and with Inertia going here for the Kerrigan ban. Of course, she's very strong with shielding up on the minions that are spawning at the shrines, and see also the Sylvanas ban because she's just very strong with snowballing, all these things. Now when Inertia gets the false dead, and guys, if you're donating things, or if you're joining the VIP section, there will be just a highlight at our stream, and then everybody could see that you're now in the VIP zone. So guys, if you want to do this, just sign up as a VIP with the Rebelbot points that you gain. You could get everything on the Revelo.co/Heroes Lounge. And we see Balance of Interests picking the Tyrell Tychus. Tychus, of course, good against the against some tanks. With Inertia not having tanks until now, but perhaps with Inertia knowing something that we don't know. Okay, now they are taking really their time for this second ban. I think they're considering a healer, or perhaps they could also go for some frontliners to take away from Balance of Interest, because with Sanctification you don't want to have too much frontline damage like a Greymane, or as we're seeing here, like a Sonya. It's a pretty solid pick because the enemies are having this Tyra Sanctification combo with the frontliners. And when is Inertia going with the Rhaegar heal, still one of the strongest healer as it looks like. Oh, this is the wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, Rebelbot is up for you, and now you should at minimum see the correct draft. I'm sorry for this. And we see with Inertia they are now getting these Arthas, because Arthas is very strong in Infernal Shrines when he could cover all these minions, and Yeah, Balance of Interest taking up the Lunara Oriel. Pretty strong because Oriel gets the energy up from the Lunara Poison. And Vizinesha decided to go with the Muradin as their main tank. Let's watch if they add another one. Don't think so, because they already have Sonya as a frontline tank to push. And now they are needing still, what do they have? A second healer, why not? Tassadar Sonya works pretty good normally. They have 5 seconds to decide now. And they're going with this Tassadar and Balance of Interest last pick. Let's watch what they're taking. They need some frontline damage, as it looks like. Greymane would be an option. Thrall would be an option, I think. Or a second healer could be nice to protect Lunara. Second tank, I mean, sorry. But they have another minute to go. And they're going with the Leoric, perhaps, because Leoric's strong wave clearer and could kill these minions very fast also. And they're going with it, so let's watch if I... Okay. We're ready now. Guys, Rebelbot is up. Do your bets. Who do you think will win? If I would have to decide, pretty hard decision. So I would probably go with the Balance of Interests, because the Vizinesha has to tank and the Balance of Interest has the Time Shredder. And they also have some sustain damage, Lunara very strong, and some frontline damage, Leoric if he plays right, so let's watch this. 9 from 10 players ready. We are waiting now a little bit. Everyone's ready right now.
And I am ready too, invading the stream here.
MacDino joins me now, cool. So, are you in the game too right now? No, you're not. I need to invite him.
I already have the... Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, I couldn't
You're
get
in the
enough
lobby.
from co-casting with you. I'm in the lobby now, I'm ready. And of course, as this is actually my team here, I'm a little bit biased, so let me have a look at the draft here. What did they draft together? Okay, I see. Double tank, Oriel, Lunara Tigers. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's clear. That's obviously clear that Balance of Interest will make it. I mean, no doubt about that.
Looks pretty rough because no one has bet something until now. I think Balance of Interest, they could do it because Lunara with the sustained damage, Leori delivers great frontline damage, and with the Auriel Lunara, Auriel could heal a lot if Lunara could do a lot of damage, so...
Yeah, I mean, when I look at this inertia, the thing is, with the double support Tassadar Rika comp, they don't have that much damage, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it will really depend on the Sonya. I mean, of course, their plan is to keep Sonya alive so that she can go ham in the front line, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the plan, of course, with the Tassadar shields and Rega Ancestor and everything. But she really has to go ham because otherwise you only have the Fawcett who can poke a little bit from behind. Yeah, so let's see if they can make it. Of course, I'm biased, but even without the bias, I think I would go with the Balance of Interest here. Okay, so we have on the... No, you do the left side, of course.
Yeah, for sure. We have on the left side with Inertia, with Pitor on Falstad, Captain Reyna on Rega, Atzekopi on the Muradin, and Eros L on the Tassadar, and Ninetales plays Sonya this time.
Yeah, and on the right side in red, one of the best teams in the world. Balance of Interest here with Garbage Joker on Leoric, Blinky on Auriel, Panda playing the Lunara, Qualla on Tigers, and Wadepool is our Turiel. Yeah, and with that we go into the match number 1 here. And both teams are poking around a little bit in the middle. Farsad flies up for the experience, and nothing really happening here so far.
Yeah.
Both teams try to clear the waves and then start the rotation. Yeah, and it looks like Balance of Interest is a little bit takes a little bit longer to clear their wave. Took a little bit longer to clear the wave.
Now good rotation until top, great damage now delivered against this Tassadar and Muradin, but both are surviving, so no first kill here.
Yeah, and we already see the damage coming out here from Lunara, so we have to watch. I mean, of course, double support can't keep everybody alive, hopefully, probably, on the side of this inertia. But yeah, we have to keep an eye on that. If they can really survive, everybody, if they can keep it up, or if the Lunara damage will be too much. Yeah, so both teams rotating here. Nothing too fancy going on. In the top lane, Leoric is playing against the Falstad. Also a pretty even matchup as it looks like. And now the first shrine spawns. Yeah, and now, how do you say, tits on the table? Let's see who's winning the shrine fight here. Of course, Falstad can stay a little bit longer in the top lane and just fly to his team. But yeah, these shrines, I mean, Sonya is pretty good on the shrine. She doesn't have any mana. She can heal up on the minions. Ooh! But while I'm talking about Sonya, she won't be there for this shrine fight because she went down. Tigers and Lunara took her down with the help of Leoric, and now I think Vizinasha has to back up because they can't do it 3 versus 5 here. Falstad isn't even joining the team. So yeah, looks like the first Punisher is going to Balance of Interest. No, never mind me. Falstad is here now. And it looks like they are trying to get this shrine, although Sonya isn't here.
Reyna putting up this minigun, a great hammer goes to Lunara. He could back up with the saving move from Tyrell, as it looks like. And now first Punisher for Balance of Interest. Let's watch who gets stunned and how the follow-up is.
Yeah, I mean the first Punishers of course aren't the strongest ones. Although
right.
This is an arcane Punisher, he goes down pretty quickly, and the teams know that. Therefore, Leoric isn't even with the Punisher, but is going for the experience. Also, Falstad is not defending against the Punisher, but is going for experience in the top lane. But it is the war here for Balance of Interest, and that also means half a level lead here for my lovely team.
Yeah. VenoM now doing the bot camp. And they get it finally. Meanwhile, Balance of Interest taking the first mid camp here, so even in camps as it looks like. And both camps are cleared up really fast, so not too much value from them.
Yeah, both camps taken, of course, on the middle lane. The camp from Balance of Interest is still alive. Yeah, and both teams keeping up the rotations. I really like that Balance of Interest is now going for the hard camp. So that hard camp will be in time for the next shrine. Let's see if VenoM does the same, or if they miss out on the opportunity of having the hard camp push while the shrine is active.
But the next Punisher will be top or in the mid lane, so not the best positioning to take now these top camp, because you just could roam there and try to defend before shrines, but it's better to have a camp than not having a camp.
Yeah, unfortunate. RNG God isn't on the side of Balance of Interest. It's the top shrine that spawns. It of course means that the hard camp will easily be pushed out and defended against by VenoM. But oh, yeah, they haven't even taken it. Okay, waiting pretty long here for the hard camp to take it. Yeah, but VenoM doesn't have the hard camp, and they are first here on the shrine. So that means Balance of Interest. They have to see if they get a good engage here onto the shrine, which is held firmly by VenoM at the moment. Oh, there are only 3 people here for Balance of Interest, so I don't think they should go in too deep, but they do it anyway, and it looks like they're getting away with it. Oh, Peter dropping really low here, not really low, dropping a little bit low here on Forster. That's a copy 2. Yeah, and 3 people from Balance of Interest managed to scare away the 5 team members of VenoM. Now, VenoM already has 26 skeletons, so Balance of Interest has to get even on that score, and VenoM know that, and they want to have this Punisher, and they're going in here. Everybody's pretty stacked, but yeah, Peter now in the middle of everything, dropping really low. Yeah, he falls down. Everybody's pretty healthy still from Balance of Interest. Leoric getting a little bit of poke here, but it looks pretty good for them. It's a copy. Oh, it's a copy. Oh, the damage from Lunaro and Captain Raynor too. Wow, that's a lot of damage going down. Rega is barely able to keep everyone alive, but that of course means that Balance of Interest will probably just get this Punisher here. Yeah, VenoM, they know it. They already spread out to get the experience from all lanes. And let's see what Balance of Interest can make out of this Punisher.
With this kill, Balance of Interest saves the level 10 lead now. Let's watch a little bit which ultimates they were taking. Of course, Aegis Crystal by Oriel, sorry. Thornwood, Vine by the Lunara. We see the Death Laser. See, of course, Sanctification and Entomb. Level 10 not hit now for with VenoM. So they don't want to fight. Now they hit level 10. We see Ancestral, Gust, Stone Form, see some Force Walls. And
yeah, I mean, that's a pretty solid lead here on the side of Balance of Interest, over 1.5 levels. They got the first fort here in the game. And now everything's back to rotating and getting the XP up here. Of course, nothing out of the ordinary, as you mentioned, VenoM.
Yeah. Now Tychus is covering the Falstad at the bot lane and soaking this lane.
Yeah, and they take the camp here, Balance of Interest that is, and now they invade here for the camp of VenoM. VenoM sniffs it out or randomly gets the gets the scouting here.
This
They
was
know
such
what
an
they're
aggressive move from them, so let's watch if the balance of interest, yeah, looks like they're backing off.
Yeah, I mean, it was an aggressive move. If it wouldn't have been scouted by this inertia, it could be a nice move.
Yeah, sure.
They're walking out here, nobody's dropping down, so everybody's playing it casually and safely, so very good from them. Meanwhile, they're getting the bot camp instead. And yeah, everybody's just poking around a little bit and waiting for the next shrine to spawn, I guess. Let's see if they get the hard camp again, because now that the last one was on the top lane, alright. The next one will spawn in the middle, I wanted to say, of course. Yeah, but looks like this time this inertia is getting the hard camp to do some pushing for them, while Balance of Interest is rotating straight up to the shrine.
You see a giant killer, of course, from Lunara against this double tank composition. This means these two tanks will be shredded away by Tychus and Lunara so fast. Let's watch how they do against this. So they don't care about the shrine, as it looks like now, because they know they are in a behind in levels with Inertia.
Yeah, and I agree. That's a smart decision. They see, okay, Balance of Interest has the level 13 talent. Lead, let's not fight on the shrine again and lose again on the shrine fight. Let's just get our XP soaked so that we have level 13 when we defend against the Punisher the Balance of Interest just now captured.
They got the bot fort here, so let's watch if they could get away in time. Looks like faster on the run, yeah. They get
That
away.
was a close one.
Yeah, and this rotation onto the mid lane now with Inertia is a false step down, but Tyrael not here in time. Punisher, who would he jump? The drilling laser, nice combo used with the Entomb. Attack could be dropping really low, but he was saved by the Ancestral Healing. So no one goes down, really a safe play, but the Punisher still up. And the next John Cena jump was the part is down, and now the Balance of Interest going for the aggressive camp in the front line. Guys, remember this is a best of 3, so whoever wins this game has to win another game to go further in this tournament. So even if Wissinashe will lose this one, they have another possibility to just show what they can another time.
Oh, another invade here coming from this Inertia.
Entomb not hitting anyone, so bad luck. But great damage to Azekopi. And good disengage from Dust. Gust from Foster.
Yeah, so it was a nice try. They tried to invade because they knew Balance of Interest would do the camp. But Balance of Interest managed to stay, keep everybody alive. And the safe disengage from the fort side here, Peter. That is, and now Balance of Interest is going for the hard camp in anticipation of the next shrine. I don't think they can get level 16 before the next shrine. I mean, that would, of course, make it a lot harder for this Inertia to contest that.
They really have to get the bot lane XP because the other two lanes are very deep pushed, as it looks like. And they're rotating bot now. Ooh. Could they get them 5 versus 4 engagement? Tassadar not here, he's really needed with the shields. Nice stun and tomb. This Gust not helping too much. Really great ultimate casted from Tyrael here.
Yeah, and that's it. The aggressive rotation from Balance of Interest really paid out. They managed to surprise this Inertia here, really. And finally, in the end, they got the kill on Rigger, Captain Reyna going down, everybody else surviving. But of course, that means only 4 people alive for this Inertia. And that's hopefully an easy shrine here for Balance of Interest. who have also now the level 16 due to the kills, and therefore, yeah, with inertia, they're deciding not to contest this one, instead just soak their level 16 so that they are on even talents when they are defending this next Punisher. Yeah, Punisher is taken now by balance of interest. This inertia is going back, visiting the well, so that everybody's healthy and fit for the defense. Now let's see if balance of interest plays it smart. If they get the side wall, they can use the jump to instantly delete a target. Let's see if they go for that. So far, it doesn't look. No, it doesn't look like they want to. No, okay, no sidewall action here, so the Punisher jumps in. This inertia is playing it pretty good. They are baiting the Punisher in deeply so that many forts and everything is going onto the Punisher and helping with the defense. Punisher already down here, and everybody's still healthy on the side of this inertia. Oh, Qualat in a little bit of a pickle here. Egg is used on him. Wow, and this inertia is jumping on everybody. Yeah. Let's see if balance of interest can get out of here, or if they lose the Leoric. Yeah, because everybody was already on the retreat, and now this inertia, yeah, looks good for them. They are they're even rotating aggressive here against balance of interest. Oh, for the camp, balance of interest, can they get out of there? They have to retreat. Oh, Qualat dropping really low. That's it for him. So 2 people down here on the side of balance of interest. This inertia with the camp steal. Well played from them, unfortunately. No, but well played from them, really. They got the kill, they played it aggressively. Balance of interest wasn't paying attention onto the aggressive rotation. Yeah, and they get the kills. And now it's even in talents, even in experience again.
Yeah. With Noche playing it safe, taking the bot camp, roaming now to the second mid camp as it looks like. And Falstad has to carry in the top lane because the 4-man rotation is there. And Belen and with Noche going now for the least camp on the map, which is not taken. And balance of interest, really, they have to clear the bot lane camp because this will get so much value while the shrine fight is active, and they're going for it. Well played by them. As soon as they're finished, they have to rotate top, and they pretty sure will be there in time and get the shrine fight start.
Yeah, they're rotating here to the top shrine. This time the RNG god was on the side of balance of interest, because this inertia took their hard camp, would have gotten a lot of value out of it if the shrine would have spawned on another position. This way, balance of interest can clear the camp out and then go onto the shrine and yeah, contest the shrine here. This inertia, meanwhile, with already 15 skulls on their side. And let's see how the shrine fight evolves here. Both teams are poking around. Nobody's really committing to anything, but now balance of interest is moving forward with the double tank composition. Holy ground coming out from Turret. Great play here from Wade, but now he's alone after the gust from Forstad, but he goes with the sanctification, saves himself, and now everybody's dropping really low on the side of this inertia. The damage from Panther coming through, but wow, that's like half his health dropping instantly from the hammer of Forstad. But he's healed up again by the Oriel, and nobody died yet. So this inertia is re-engaging here onto the shrine. They don't want to let this one go here. Oh, Peter already lost half of his health. The damage and the poison from Lunara is really kicking in. Oh, but now Panda out of position in the front line here. Front line Lunara. Yeah, Egg is used on him. Now everybody's grouping up again. And the fight is really prolonged here everybody's still alive. Peter, of course, dropping low here. Captain Reyna is so far managing to keep everybody alive. Forstad is backing now, Harting to the base. The skulls are even at this point, but of course now Balance of Interest will get all the skulls they need. They will get this Punisher, and now, yeah, this Inertia is preparing for the defense here, and of course they will try to keep the keep alive. Yeah, and we'll have to see if they can manage to do that, or if Balance of Interest, hopefully, will do some sidewall action and use the Punisher to their advantage, and hopefully drop some members of this Inertia. Sorry for my bias here, but it is how it is.
Yeah, I mean, with Inertia decided to go double tank, and double tank, they have a rough time against this Lunara and this Tychus composition, so...
Yeah, the damage is just not there. There's the sidewall action that I wanted to see, and they're doing it. Entomb coming out from Leoric, but again, this safe disengage from the Forster. Peter playing it pretty safe here, and now Balance of Interest have to decide if they want to go in, get the keep, or if they just want to get out and play it safely. And it looks like, yeah, that's what they're deciding. They are retreating, but last time, while they were retreating, they were catched by Vis Inertia, so they have to make sure that they play it safe here, and they do that. Vis Inertia is not even chasing them, and they managed to secure and to defend their keep. So that means every keep's still up here on the side of Vis Inertia.
Yeah, Storm Talents up for Balance of Interest now.
Yeah, and they know that, and they are using the advantage with the Storm Talents. They take the camp here on the side of Vis Inertia because they know we have level 20, you can't fight against us, otherwise you will lose the fight. Yeah, so playing to their advantage, using the advantage, very good. But on the other hand, they already had two Punishers that were marching onto the keeps of Vis Inertia, and they didn't manage to take out one keep. So yeah, unfortunately they are not using the Punishers to the utmost advantage, I'd say.
Nice Entomb coming out against this Sonya. The shield is casted from her, so they will survive a little bit longer. And we see now the great damage still to Asekopi. But great sanctification coming out from this Terrail, saving nearly everyone that's of the teammates that are standing there. But there's so much survivability, so the sustain is really great from both teams. And looks like Balance of Interest are retreating now to roam top, as it looks like. And if they will go for the camp, no, they won't go for it, as it looks like. Okay, so leave this possibilities. Just 5 seconds more for the next Entomb, and let's watch if we'll see this casted.
Yeah, the next shrine is up and the fight evolves, and this time it's looking better for a Balance of Interest, but the Entomb misses. Nobody's catched in it. Vis Inertia playing it safe, staying back, waiting for the chance to engage. And now they think that the time is right, but already Atsukupi, as soon as he goes in, a lot of damage coming down on him. Wadepool now in a little bit of trouble, gets the Aegis from Oriel. Oriel is keeping everybody alive, and now Vis Inertia is engaging, and Balance of Interest on the back foot. Holy Ground here saving and zoning out Vis Inertia. They retreated, but so far nobody's died yet. And the skulls are looking pretty even, but Balance of Interest, they don't want to give this shrine up. They want the next Punisher. It's an Arcane Punisher, but already, yeah, the Punisher secured here for Vis Inertia. And Balance of Interest has to be careful now. Oh, they want this fight. Let's hope that the Punisher doesn't engage onto them. And they get the kills here on Rhaegar and Sonya, and that of course means that Atsukopi is also in a little bit of trouble. Oh, Dasada! Okay, he still has his E up. And Atsukopi, wow. A little bit out of position here. Gets Yeah, but doesn't get dismounted here from the Arcane Punisher lasers. Balance of Interest is on the chase, 4 people on him. Meanwhile, the Punisher is alone, just doing some damage to the wall. And can they get Atsukupi down? It's a close one.
Tashadar shield saving his life.
Tasada is saving Atsukupi here, not letting the Muradin alone. Yeah, and that means they got the Punisher. Oh, Carver's getting killed here by the Punisher. Very unfortunate. Yeah, that means they get the Punisher with inertia, and now they have a little bit of breathing time. It's even talents, even XP. Of course, even talents were past level 20, but even XP. Yeah, the Punisher is getting half of the keep, and that means this keep is even lower than the keeps on the side of his inertia. So yeah, Punisher doing his work, and Balance of Interest. They have to see that the next time, yeah, they have to get a better fight, and therefore then win the shrine. Otherwise, everything's still on the table here for this inertia. Yeah. Although, of course, it was advantageous that it was the bot lane where the Punisher was pushing, because that was the only lane where no fort was available. Of course, the next shrine will be in the middle or the top, and they're already the Balance of Interest also still have their forts up. But nevertheless, it's looking better for this inertia now, and they're not yet out of this game here.
Balance of Interest taking the second camp now at the bottom. Let's watch if Muradin could stop it here. No, he plays it safe. Disengages a little bit.
Yeah, both teams now waiting for the next shrine to be activated. Meanwhile, the top lane is pushed pretty hard by this hard camp here. It's doing a lot of work, but it looks like Balance of Interest will be there in time to save the fort. But of course, this fort is now pretty low on health, so could be taken down easily. Yeah, and like I said, both teams are waiting for the level for the shrines. It is very late game, so if the next team fight breaks out, this could mean the end for both teams. So they are playing it carefully. Oh, when Waitpool going deep here with the Holy Ground, trying to zone out somebody. They only find Atsukopi, and he is, of course, very healthy. Muradin not easy to get down. So Visinasha can disengage safely. No one's died, and now the next shrine is active, and the fight evolves. And this could be the deciding one of the match, of the game at least. The match not, it's a best of 3, but of this game.
Yeah. Great time of Ice in from Falstad, but a nice heal from Oriel. Nice stun coming up, and Muradin can't get out with his jump as much as he wanted. Cuts now the shields, survives so long, but there again, great sanctification casted by the Tyrael. But Captain Reyna pretty low right now, could back off. Ninetales, could he get up, down? Yeah. Balance of Interest managed to get this first kill, and with this one man down with Sinashe, they really have to back up and leave one shrine more to Balance of Interest. And these are long 50 seconds that Sonya has to wait and watch her team.
Yeah, and so far it doesn't look like with inertia they aren't really ready to give this one up, but they have to. If they lose 1 or 2 more members, then it could be really, really bad for them. Now they still have 4 people up to defend the Punisher, and also Falstad is doing a lot of work on the bot lane there. Of course, he can just fly back in time. Let's see if he even tries to get the keep done, but Tigers has backed and will now, of course, defend the keep. And the next Punisher on the side of Balance of Interest, and let's see if they can finally get down the first keep of the game, or if this inertia is again successful in defending against the Punisher and keeping their keep alive.
Ooh, great false wall. Yeah. Keeping these guys out. And we will see the Entomb soon. Looks like they will go for this keep first. Nice stun coming down. Good storm should cast. This Entomb is hitting Sonya. But these shields from Tasta are really helping out. Punish on the core, but don't deal too much damage. And this mid lane will now be the whole time pushed against with inertia.
And when we look on the clock, we already have a 30-minute game here on Infernal Shrines. This inertia is doing a very good job keeping themselves alive here, defending against the Punisher, which Balance of Interest is most of the time winning. So yeah, both teams are doing a good job. And so far it looks like, Balance of Interest, they don't want to commit too hard. They want to play it safe. But that in the end leads to more chances for this inertia to come back into this game.
And this bot camp needs to be defended, else the fort will go down. Or even the keep will go down. Let's watch who will initiate the fight. No one, as it looks like right now. And Zekop is zoning a little bit, is watching. Out for a moment.
Yeah, and again, with inertia, they are disengaging. There are only 4 people here in the middle, so 4v5 they can't engage here against Balance of Interest. So no stealing camp away. Oh, and that's a very good spawn here of the shrine for this inertia. It's the bottom lane. That's the keep that's already down on the side of Balance of Interest. So if this inertia managed to get this Punisher, this could be very, very good for them. And nice decision here, taking the hard camp while the shrine is active, so the bot lane will be pushed pretty hard. That means Balance of Interest, they have to decide: do we quickly get this shrine done here and then send someone up to defend against the camp, or do we not defend against the camp and get a lot of damage done onto our keep in the wall? Yeah, but so far the shrine fight already emerges. Sanctification and laser are popped, and Tomb going down. Now somebody has to fall on the side of this inertia, but it doesn't look like that. The damage isn't enough, and that of course means that Balance of Interest is now split very hard. Blinky has to use Aegis on himself. Can he get out? Nope. That's it for Oriel. Yeah, and Balance of Interest, they now have to reform it. They probably have to let this one go. Wow, that could be the turnaround for this inertia.
Yeah.
Balance of Interest giving this shrine up, now defending against the hard camp in the top lane. Yeah, and 40 seconds down for Oriel. That could be a very, very hard defense against the Punisher that is now secured by this inertia.
And the longer Balance of Interests will be able to defend this position, the longer it goes for with inertia, because there are the whole time catapults pushing in this mid lane because the keep is down. So let's watch. Tyrael is baiting this Punisher great near to the rest of the buildings.
Doing a good job baiting the Punisher here to the middle keep.
Falstad joining. This fight could be a game ending for both teams. Damage dealer Lunara is down right now, so Balance of Interest they has to care. Looks like Oriel not managed to save Leoric.
And it's looking really grim. It's looking really grim. 2 men down for Balance of Interest. This inertia here pushing onto the core, but now goes down Rhaegar, and that means 4 people only alive. So it's a 4v3 here, basically, on the core. And yeah, this inertia is backing up. Balance of Interest lives to fight another day, but that was a very close one, and the next Punisher could decide it all. And wow, we're already like 35 minutes into the game here.
Yeah, crazy. VenoM checking the camps now, keeping the balance of interest busy here. But great decisions from balance of interest to taking the own camp to deep push this whole lane.
Yeah, good decision, of course, from them. They have now the hard camp pushing. On the other hand, this inertia is getting the bottom camps, that is, from the bot lane and the middle lane. Of course, the middle lane still has the fort up for balance of interest, so not that much, not that instantly that they have to defend there. So they are getting the bot camp. They kill the bot camp first, and then they rotate to the middle now, and then, of course, afterwards they rotate to the top. Very good spawn point here for the side of VenoM, who are already on the top lane defending the hard camp, so they can just step onto the shrine. And yeah, again, this could be the deciding Punisher. Like every Punisher could be deciding at the 35-minute mark.
Yeah.
So let's see how the fight evolves and how both teams manage to get onto the shrine and defend it or take it. It is an arcane Punisher, so the strongest ones from the 3. And yeah, the 10 first skeletons here gathered for balance of interest. And this inertia is playing it slowly. They're trying to get it done safely. Atsukopi is a little bit poking around here in the middle. Oh, and Ninetales trying to get into the backline of balance of interest. And now the Sanctification and Laser are going down. This inertia, Atsukopi in the middle of everything, getting a lot of damage done onto him. Avatar is popped, and he lives to fight another day. Meanwhile, Ninetales get the Ancestral in time. Oh, and a lot of damage going down. That's the offensive gust plays here coming down from Peter, but he's in a pickle himself. Lunara doing a lot of damage to him. Meanwhile, Aurelius is keeping everybody with balance of interest alive. Ninetales dropping down in the backline of balance of interest. Now it's 4 people from this inertia on the run, and if balance of interest chase them down here and get 1 or 2 more kills, that could be game. And they are doing exactly that. They are on the chase now in this inertia. They are just trying to get away somehow. And the Entomb hits nothing from Carvis Joker, so misses anything.
Merdin had barely enough mana to jump out of this Entomb, so saving his life this time. Meanwhile, Tychus from Balance of Interest is taking this Punisher, and the rest of the team is now chased a little bit by VenoM.
Oh my god, and that's a very, very dangerous situation. Wadepool getting caught out here because of a misuse of Alduin's Smite. He's going down. And now it's 4v4. They got the Punisher, but Tychus is backing. So he didn't wait for 39 skulls and back, and then they're playing it too aggressively here. I think they have to keep calm here, balance of interest that is. The Punisher is now jumping here on Muradin, on Atsukopi, who is trying to bait him into the middle.
And again.
Not hitting anything.
Yeah.
And now, there are still only 3 people here, balance of interest. Of course they have the Punisher, but there are only 3 people, so they have to be careful to not overcommit here, because if this inertia, there are 5 people again. They can defend this pretty well. Yeah, but the Punisher is on the core, and now the damage has to be done. The damage has to be dealt here by balance of interest. Oh, and they do it. Atsukopi is dropping down. Everybody's... Okay, it's a team wipe. GG. Never mind. GG. JT! First match for balance of interest. Yes!
Sorry for 13 minutes.
Yeah. Alright.
And I really need a 3-minute break after this.
Definitely.
Guys, stay tuned for the second game after that. And See you again in 3 minutes.
Takes away from the skill.
Ooh, Avatar getting here by Zerk, but he can he get away? Oh,
Looks like he will get away.
really close, really close. Quintex was on time there. Jumped on the Zerk, but really power. That's pretty close. But they get the kills. Reyna down. Nice maul here on Kerta. Oh, great maul. Great maul. Now they killed Reyna.
Oh my god.
And
Finally
the
a
mosh
combo.
pit. Well played.
Finally the wombo combo works here. They got it
fight out. Slop Talk dropping really low and he's down. Oh, and the that leaving.
Oh, this was speechless.
Oh, and the hook against Quintex.
Oh, just beautiful.
Oh my god. Oh, Zapata. Trying to get the boss for the agent.
I don't know. I would think
Divine Shield, of course, can survive a little bit, but I think that's too much AoE damage. Foundry already dropping.
Oh my god, look at this Mira again.
He's dying. He's not dying, but are the others dying? Oh, just okay. Never mind me. Right way down.
His Mira god. What the hell? He's taking 2 people down already. Oh, my god. Could finally add Carry again and really with an Avatar again. So scary.
And must be still there with the VenoM copy trying to kill Bucky, and that was it. That was it.
And hello, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again here with another draft link that I covered. And let's show that we are ready. Okay, they're going straight away. Let's jump into the draft. Praxis holdout played here For the first time covered Heroes by Heroes Lounge here. And balance of interest against with Inertia with the first ban on Brex's holdout. Okay, guys, you saw the first game. You know how the players will play. Rebelbot is up. You could bet on a winner. Just type in bet A for with synergy or bet B for the balance of interests, and you could win some points. And we see the false stat ban from balance of interest because with synergy did a lot of damage with it with him last time, and with synergy is disabling Sylvanas here for balance of interest, and balance of interest going with the first pick Tychus here again, like last time. No, it wasn't first pick, but they mentioned to get it. So let's watch if with Inertia going double tank here again against this tank Shredder. Zagara picked here. I haven't really played or even casted Praxis holdout a lot of times. I think I've played it once and I was defeated so hardly because I don't get into the timings where the things are spawning. But let's watch if the teams have done the homework. Ray got picked up by with Synergy, great healer of course, and balance of interest showing Cho'Gall here. They pick it finally with this Tychus first pick. This makes a lot of sense, and with this second ban they could probably go for the Reina ban, which is normally a good counter against this Cho'Gall. But let's watch how with Synergy will play against this Cho'Gall pick. And they're banning Auriel. Strong decision because Auriel Cho'Gall is very strong, even with the Aegis Crystal, if it gets taken. Okay. Cho'Gall not seen too much in our league, as it looks like, and balance of interest banning the Aleoric, disabling the Entomb to the Cho'Gall, and with this protect Cho'Gall from some hard focus. So when I say they could study about Lunara, perhaps, or they could also go with a Tyrande, would be nice. With her trait to get the damage dealt to Cho'Gall.
Yeah. Brax's holdout. Wow.
Have you played the map a lot?
I played it one time.
Okay, yeah, like me.
With the all random compositions on the show match here we had,
okay.
I think yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, I played it one time. Okay, 2 times I played it. So yeah, I think this map is pretty much not about wave clear, but of course only 2 lanes, so Cho'Gall is strong on this map, and balance of interest, they know it. I probably won't talk too much about what they should pick or would pick, because I kind of know what what the strategy is. Oh, but we see a Rexa on the side of this Inertia. Wow. And if he even has the Marine Rexa skin, the new one, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Cool thing that
so fun.
Heroes Draft is getting the skins so fast. It's pretty cool.
And yeah, I mean they have the Zagara on the side of this Inertia, so they have a lot of wave clear already. I think the Rexar, yeah, I guess he's good for taking camps. That's definitely. So, and Vex's Holdout, they have 4 camps in the middle of the map. So maybe that's the tactic here, to go for some camp action. But I think otherwise you could also play him then very wave clear heavy. So let's see if they go for the assassins type of Rexar or the tank type of Rexar. I'm pretty excited to see what what they will do with this Rexar.
Yeah. I mean, Rexar has a lot of stun potential, perhaps because of this they have taken it, but he's kind of weak against his Tychus.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is Balance of Interest picked away the Tigers so that they don't have the Tigers against them.
Yeah.
Okay, the Brightwing now picked up for Balance of Interest. So, yeah. Let's see what with Inertia. Will they go with a tank? Oh, and the Medivh on the side of Balance of Interest. This drop is getting interesting pretty fast here. Oh my god.
Means great protection, and I think a lot of portals, aggressive used for this Cho'Gall could be incoming for this Balance of Interest. And with Inertia, they're probably needing their time now to study about compositions and which combinations of the tenants Balance of Interest could use in this game. And they decide to go with the Stitches to probably eat Cho'Gall up.
Okay, and then maybe try to get behind the wall with the Cho'Gall. I don't know. Okay. Interesting. Definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this will play out. Of course, my bias is towards Balance of Interest. Of course, I'm gonna cheer for them. And yeah, I think Medivh and Cho'Gall is a pretty interesting combination with the Force of Will and the portals. That could be some awesome plays that we can see there. Also, Medivh is, I guess Medivh is pretty good against Stitches, because when you hook somebody as a Stitches, Medivh can just throw down a portal, and then the guy that you hook just portals out. On the other hand, of course, Thrall and Stitches are a good combination. So if the Thrall route is on point with the Stitches, that could also make a good combo. I mean, normally you play the Stitches when you have some follow-up for the hook, right? You want to hook a target, and then you want to, as soon as it's hooked to you, as soon as you land the hook, you want to have some follow-up, like the Thrall route, for example, or back in the days the Tyrande stun, to keep the target in place and then get a lot of damage onto him. So, for example, you would then pick a Jaina for some burst damage. But I guess Thrall can also manage to do that. So yeah, let's see if that works out, or if the Medivh portals and the shields will save the target.
Yeah, looking
so
forward.
I guess it comes down to skill.
Yeah. And guys, if you missed the first game, we saw Balance of Interest managed to get the 1-0 against With Inertia in a 35-minute game or something like that. Pretty long and pretty even game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess we will have some analysis done on the first game, but it started good for Balance of Interest. They really had it in their hands, but then they didn't manage to close the deal, and then With Inertia did a great job on defending throughout the game against Punishers. That is on the last map, of course, I'm talking about. And I didn't click ready, did I? Oh, everybody's waiting on me. Oh, no.
No, Peter is waiting, I think.
Okay. Yeah, and where was I? Yeah, With Inertia did a great job in defending. They managed to not lose a keep, I think, until, what was it, the 35-minute mark? It was like forever. Balance of Interest didn't manage to take down a single keep for a long time.
Yeah.
And that kept With Inertia in the game, and pretty much it was all decided at the 40-minute mark with the last team fight, which With Inertia lost, and therefore Balance of Interest won the game. I guess that's it as a short recap
Yeah.
of what happened in the first game. For any viewer that just turned in and just joined us here on the stream. And we're not even half through the day. I mean, the tournament will go on. We're in round 2 of the tournament. We will have a round 3 and round 4, that is semi-final and final. Everything will be casted here today. So yeah, get something cold to drink. Make yourself comfortable on the couch or on the chair or whatever, and yeah, enjoy the show.
Yeah, or just invite the whole family and turn it on your TV screen and watch the games together to describe how cool esports could be, and describe it to your mom and dad.
I see you're apparently you're the family guy. You want to do something more with your family.
I don't know, would be nice if they would enjoy it the same like me.
Yeah, okay.
Let's jump into the Brexit holdout while Balance of Interests is ahead, 1-0 lead against the Wiz Inertia.
Yeah, and Brexit's holdout could be the deciding map that will decide the match here. Did you know which team picked the Brexit holdout?
No, I completely missed.
Let me just have a look.
Okay.
It was Wiz Inertia's choice.
Oh, okay.
So I guess they have a plan, and yeah, I guess Captain Rainer, really? Captain Rainer already lost the connection, or did he? Nobody's pausing the game. Okay, he's back.
Looks good. Okay.
All right, never mind me. Yeah, so apparently the Rexa pick was deliberate. I mean, it was their map choice, so I
Yeah.
guess they had a plan with it. But yeah, nevertheless, let's introduce the teams.
On the left side, with Inertia 0-1 behind, we see Peter on the Stitches, Captain Rainer on Rega, Etzeko P on Rexa, Eros LA on Sagara, and Ninetales on the Thrall.
And on the right side, my beloved red team. Balance of Interest with Carveth Joker on Cho. Kvalath playing the Tigers again. Waitpool on the Gal. Blinky on Medivh, and Panther playing the Brightwing this time. Let's go.
Brightwing really would have rough times in the top lane against this Sagara. Let's watch if he could de-push her or push the same amount like her.
Yeah, and there's already the Stitches hook here coming down on Cho'Gall, but the Force of Will saving him. Portal's also coming down, so still Carpool lost half of his health, and we're seeing in which direction Wiz Inertia wants to go with their composition here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brightwing is on the top lane, playing alone against the Zagara.
Yeah.
That of course means not that many heals here on the side of Balance of Interest, so Cho'Gall has to look how he can get his health back, because he's still at 50% health from the first encounter here with Wiz Inertia.
Cho'Gall dropping kinda low, but of course the protection is there from Medivh.
Yeah, and now Carpool is tapping, getting some health back, and this is the first beacon phase. Maybe for all the viewers who didn't play that much of Brexit's Holdout yet. We have Zerg holding cells which fill up. Oh, but we have to watch here Carpool. He can easily make it out here after the nice Stitches hook coming out from Peter.
Ninetales dropping really low, but managed to get away here.
Yeah, and so far, okay, the bottom beacon has been secured by Balance of Interest. For everybody who doesn't know, you as a team you have to hold both beacons, then your Zerg holding cell fills up, and at some point they are then released. So it's a little bit like Dragonshire, but you don't have to get into a dragon or anything.
And Carpool
Yeah,
goes down now.
Yeah, going
Really.
back in, although he was very, very low on health.
Yeah.
And you can feel that there's no heal here on the bot lane. So every damage that is done to the Cho'Gall is damage that sticks due to right wing being on the bot on the top lane here,
Yeah.
trying to hold out against the Gara. So I don't know if I like the laning choice that Balance of Interest has done here.
But who would you put on the lane? Probably it could be Medivh or Tychus would be a nice decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then
Okay.
you don't have Tychus up for the 2 tanks. Yeah, it's hard to decide.
Yeah, anyway, now we have 50% already in the holding cell of this inertia. That means Balance of Interest is a little bit under pressure to get something done here. So they now changed up the laning. And Carpool is here with his 2 supports, but still dropping really low. And yeah, this inertia doing a lot of pressure here in the early game. Yeah, again, both beacons hold by them. That means their holding cell is filling and they're at 100%. So the Zerg Swarm is released now. Meanwhile, Qualith in a lot of trouble, dropping down here against Falstad and Stitches. Yeah, and the Zerg Swarm is engaging, and we see 2 Ultralifts here on the side of this inertia, because their holding cell was filled a lot more than Balance of Interest.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Nice
Carpool
hack.
in the middle of everything, yeah.
Yeah.
But he manages to stay alive. Meanwhile, Captain Reyna is dropping kind of low on his Rhaegar. Yeah, and so far it looks like Balance of Interest managed to defend the first wave kind of, yeah. They managed to defend it kind of good.
Yeah.
Only lost the front wall. Fort is still there. But they have to think of something. It can't go on like this forever. I mean, with the style the early game went.
Yeah.
So they're going for the camp now. Balance of Interest, that is. Meanwhile, this inertia is just staying on the lane, putting out a lot of pressure and finding Panther on Brightwing, who of course can't escape. I don't know if there was even a hook that got him out of position, but they've managed to find Brightwing, and that's another kill here for them. 4-0 kills here on the side of this inertia, which gives them 1 level lead at the moment, and the Stitches hooks are just on point. Yeah, and of course the lane here, Tychus against Thrall, isn't the easiest lane for Tychus. In the long run, the sustain is better for Tychus. Oh, and now Carpool, can you do it? Come on. No, this inertia is playing it safe, and I think their plan looks like it's going to be successful here for this map choice with their Rexa pick. Looking good, and now the next beacon phase begins.
But Tychus dropping really low and finally gets down because of this thrall. Medivh now covering the line, but this means Tychus is 10 seconds down and the beacons are now activated, so kind of rough time for Balance of Interest. Let's watch what they could do here. With Inertia going in now. Nice stun coming out against Carpool. Managed to get out. And these are both beacons up now for with Indonesia. Again, Tychus goes down. But also Cho'Gall goes down. Oh no, Tychus survives. What did I read? Nice, more coming out. We're seeing now the level 10 talents out.
Yeah, level 10 is there for this inertia. That means Balance of Interest can't really do anything against them at the moment. Also, yeah, with the nice mob, Brightwing is still down. They managed to kill him, and now the holding cells are again opening, and wow, it's looking grim so far for Balance of Interest, because so far it looks like this inertia again got a lot more Zergs in their holding cell.
Yeah. Front wall down again, and this time it looks like they will get this front fort. Nice ultimate coming out here from Thrall, going for the Tigers, and he finally will go down. This beacon is still on the way.
I have to say I feel a little bit sad for my team here. Balance of Interest, they are really struggling. Oh, and nice hook into Gorge combo from Pitter. 5 people are there for the follow-up damage. That, of course, is the end of Carpool.
Deleting this Cho'Gall here.
Yeah, very well played from them. And Balance of Interest, wow, they can't really do much about it. This keep will go down.
Yeah.
The Zergling push is still real. And let's look if they even go for more. Peter missing the hook here, so no more kills for them. They will safely retreat, and Balance of Interest, yeah, lost the first keep of the game here, and is really struggling to get anywhere in this game.
Nice hook coming out, and this ultimate protects himself, and this Maw again connecting with 3-4 people. Stunned now. Nice polybombs are spreading.
And the Ancestral going down in time on Peter. Rega, Captain Reyna saves the stitches. Oh, Blinky with the aggressive portal. Ooh, but he has to look out for himself now. And yeah, this inertia can't safely disengage. Again, no kills here. Yeah, and let's see what Balance of Interest can do. To get back into this game.
Yeah, looks like they're taking the camp. Both camps take now the same time. I'm not sure which of them is stronger.
I think the bottom one. The bottom one is the Bruiser type camp, and the top one is the Siege type camp.
Oh, okay.
So, and on this map, I think the bottom one, the Bruiser one, is a little bit stronger. And now the aggressive rotation here. Only 3 people from this inertia are there. Can they hold their ground? The Shadow Volley is launched.
They're kind of a bad
now the body blocks have
position
to be
now.
there. Carpool not managing to get the body block, and that's the hook into Gorge behind the wall. Is that even possible? Oh my god. Cho'Gall. It's really a struggle. It's really a struggle here in this game.
Yeah, I mean, every time if you lose Cho'Gall, you lose 2 people, and it's kind of a XP question if he dies too much, so this again means the beacon process for the with inertia will be better.
The thing is, the communication here on the side of Balance of Interest looks to be, let's say, async a little bit. So therefore, the Cho'Gall is in the front all the time. But of course, when he gets focused by 5 people, he has a little bit of a problem, and his team isn't able to really keep him alive. On the other hand, there's not enough damage to really kill this inertia. So yeah, it's really a struggle for Balance of Interest. And now the next Zergling push is coming out here for this inertia. Again, 100%. Oh no!
2% are missing.
Yeah, okay, never mind me. Oh, and Captain Reyna dropping really low. The polymorph will secure the kill. So that's 1 down for this inertia. More coming out with the follow-up beat. There, Qualoth in a lot of trouble. Oh my god. Oh my god, and that's Blinky dropping and Koloff with the hook here from Peter. Meanwhile, Cho'Gall is just chasing the one Zagara while the rest of the team is dying.
Ooh, nice Sundering coming out.
Can get away, and now Carpool has the problem. The root is there from Thrall, and Peter and Thrall are both hammering on to Carpool. Yeah, and with the Gorge, they should be able to secure the kill.
Even without Gorge, they would have secured the kill, I think, but
yeah,
better play safe.
that's the team vibe. And this inertia is making their way to the top lane to destroy the last keep of the game. And together with this circling push, it will be hard for Balance of Interest to
nice
defend
Huck coming out, getting Brightwing down here. So no more Polymorphs. I don't like to say it, but it's looking bad for your team.
It is.
Carpool managed to get out here. How was this possible? Really great last protection from the Medivh, and the car goes down, or whatever this is, and the GG.
1-1 Bliss Inertia versus Balance of Interest. Balance of Interest, yeah, it looked like a real stomp. They didn't have a chance here on the new map, and Bliss Inertia on their side, they had a plan for this game, and their plan worked pretty good. So that means we will have a third game in this best of 3 with Bliss Inertia versus Balance of Interest.
In 3 minutes. See you then, guys. Stay tuned on Heroes Launch.
Something you usually do. Usually it's just a safe pickup for a boss.
Ooh, and the nice mode charge there on the Thrall will secure the kill on him with it. Oh my god, he got the pawn, but it won't. Oh, it just triggered. I thought it missed, but instead the Anub will be taken down. But the Li Ming will be taken down by the Lunara. So 1-for-1 exchange here. They are so low on both sides there in the ETC with the slide, but no Mosh available yet there, and the Lunara will be taken down as well. And the Karazim is so low, and the Murin as well. Oh wow, what a slaughter fest here.
Coming down for Team Something Awesome. Kalpas in a bit of a problem. Goes down quickly and the resets on Li Ming. ETC in a bit of a problem. Nice cleanse and the Mosh.
Oh, nice Mosh. Oh, fantastic Mosh and Ancestral. He had like 200 hit points there, and he just managed to go in for the Mosh, and Ancestral landed on him. Wow, what a risky play, and a big reward there. Wow, fantastic.
And there's a Hyperion, just more to drive them back.
A lot of damage done to this ETC and his body block. And this is the full team Mosh.
Nice Mosh pit, but unfortunately nobody's there to dish out the damage.
There the damage comes now. We see Illidan on the KT.
Rami gets picked off. Kael'thas gets picked off too.
Yes.
And they're going on Zul. Zul gets picked off too.
Both teams with a lot of sustain. A nice Mosh. Full team Mosh.
There goes the Ring of Frost.
Oh my gosh.
Look at them. Devastating. That's 3 members of the enemy.
Yeah.
Team Vinci. They really defended.
Then, and they are on the chase there with the Tigers, with the minigun. They're doing so much damage, and the Zul will be taken down as well there with the Sonya, just kind of destroying him immediately. And the Blizzard there by the Jaina will allow to zone out the Uriel, and this is a 3rd kill there, and this is a disaster there. And the ETC and the KT, both of them getting caught there, and the KT will be taken down as well as the ETC. Can he manage to make it out? And just barely with 500 hit points. And the Blizzard, nice. Oh my god, and the Murin with the Dwarfos inside there to the cube. like Naxos is still could have definitely. Ooh, and the Muradin there is getting caught at the top lane there, and the roots are connecting on him. He did pop Avatar, he did Tortos on the other side there of the wall, but he still should be taken down, I think.
Wow.
Oh my god, this Muradin is not dying. Oh my, he gets the Aegis and the Wailing Arrow hitting everyone there. Oh my god.
Wow.
This is a disaster. Oh, this fight just turned
Oh my
around
God.
so quickly.
And hello guys, we are back here with the next draft. I will actualize the actual draft link and say that we are ready to cast this last map. Between Balance of Interests and with Inertia, if you guys would have missed it, Balance of Interests managed to take the first map in a 35-minute game, and with Inertia managed to get the second map here on Praxis Holdout. First time that I have covered a game like this. And we see here the Tychus ban from with Inertia. They really fear it, the Tychus from Balance of Interest, because it was so strong in both of these games. And Balance of Interest banning the Sagara, getting rid of this lane push potential. And I will set up the Rebel bot for you. Looks like I was the only guy which lost some points there, so Rebel bot is up. Just type bet A with type bet A and then the amount of points. Or if you don't want to bet, you could spend your points also into a whip account, and then you were highlighted in this stream. So until now no one mentioned to get this one. Or if you don't have enough points, you're for sure welcome to just spend some money onto our stream if you like our league. And the money then will not become to us. The money will become to you, because we will then refund these things as some skins that we were ruffling into the Rebel bot. So guys, if you're interested in, just spend some money. Okay, let's jump back to the draft. We see here ETC taken for Balance of Interest. They really have to study about which damage they will take if they manage to get a stun combo here with him. And with Inertia getting the false start, Muradin and Sylvanas, so they already covered some damage with false start and Sylvanas, and Muradin, of course, one of the best warriors right now. Balance of Interests. Let's watch for which ban they would go, and depends on the ban we could see already perhaps for which combination they will go. So no frontline damage taken until now, except Muradin will go for the damage build, but I don't think so, because he has so much sustain that you really need. And Balance of Interest really taking that time. Time pool goes down for 5 seconds. And look like the draft stuck. Yeah. Okay. Looks like we will get another draft link, but the picks until now they are the same. So let's watch this. Okay, finally got the draft link. Place it in now. So we should see the same draft, so teams are ready. Okay, we see the Tychus ban, we will see the Sagara ban. And go ahead a little bit. False dead pick. We'll see the ETC, Oriel. Okay, and now Balance of Interest Band Rhaegar looks like it works right now. So no Rhaegar healings for this Inertia. And no Lunara for Balance of Interests. And Balance of Interest really has to study about the damage that they want. Would they go for a dive heavy composition, or would they just add some specialists or something like that to cover a lane? And of course they have to study about who covers Sylvanas if she gets to one lane. And we see some Jaina ETC combos here, so the wombo combos really nice. And I will turn up the... Oh no, bet is still working, so you guys still have the time to do it. 3 minutes. Should be okay. Balance of Interest going with the Zeratul pick here. Kind of interesting. So means Falstad and Sylvanas, the squishiest guys on the field until now. Now studying about their healer and their possible frontline damage dealer. go with Karazim. Let's watch if he would go for a 7-sided strike or for the full heal with Divine Palm. Current standings are 1 versus 1 with Inertia against Balance of Interest. You guys are watching the mid-season tournament on Heroes Lounge Twitch channel. I think Kaldor is also streaming our tournament here, and after this game there will be some analysis, and then I will give the stream over to Heartless, which also casts sometimes for our league. And with Inertia now really taking that time to take in the last hero. Or the heroes draft is stuck again. Not highlighting anything. Oh, now they're going with Altas. And Balance of Interest highlighting they taking the Lost Vikings, really liking this decision right now because it's Cursed Hollow. You could split up your Vikings to the tributes, you could soak 3 lanes. So strong decisions, and with the XP lead that they will probably get, Balance of Interest with the TC Jaina combo on level 10 will just be very, very strong. So this means MacDino has to be invited to the game, or perhaps Leadkit could come with us. Let's watch. Let's watch if Leadkit will come to us. He gets some instructions. Guys, let's watch until the draft. So as I'm seeing now, you guys missed again the Riverbot things too, but it's of course a hard decision. Perhaps the Vikings are able to soak the hell out of with Inertia, and then Balance of Interest will have a good time. Or with Inertia, with Sylvanas really could go through and then just getting so much value out of her. I hope the music is just still running, that it's not too sneaky here. And now he's joining me. Leadkit, how are you?
Hello, here I am. I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine, you. Like you, thanks. So I will invite you in the game and then we could start right away. If you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Have you got the draft links already?
Yeah, I just opened it a minute ago, just a moment.
Okay.
Alright, it is balance of interest versus this inertia, is that right?
Yeah, completely right. Standings at the
Perfect.
moment 1 versus 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, first game was 33 minutes. Really hard game. And second game was the Praxis holdout.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, taken by VenoM in about 13 minutes, I think.
Oh, pretty stumped then. I see the draft now on the Cursed Hollow.
Yeah.
Falstad, Muradin, Sylvanas, Karazim, Arthas versus Lost Vikings, Zeratul, Jaina, Oriel, and ETC. Who?
Yep. While the lobby is getting ready, guys, you are on the channel Heroes Lounge. You're watching the mid-season tournament from us. And we're at the moment at the match number 2, which is played in a best of 3, and we are in the third game. Standings at the moment 1-1 with Inertia versus Balance of Interests.
And if I'm informed right, the winner of this third map goes into the semifinals against against Fell Infused.
Okay, let's watch this.
Very nice. The map is loading.
Yep. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. You're better informed than me. So VenoM Fuse managed to win against John Cena's 2-0. Really solid play, as it looks like. Would you introduce with Inertia, and I will do Balance of Interest?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
So we have in blue on the left side Pitor playing Falstad, Captain Raynor playing Karazim, Atsukupi playing Muradin, Arazal playing Sylvanas, and Nintels playing Arthas.
And on the right side of the map in red, Balance of Interests with Cowboys Joker on Zeratul, Quelvath on Jaina, Blink on Oriel, Point Path on the Lost Vikings, and Wade Pool on the ETC. And let's watch if the Lost Vikings could manage to soak the hell out of with Inertia or not.
Yeah, I expect it to mainly stay soaking, even though Olaf is running around, going up, hiding himself maybe. Yeah, there's not a fight starting, everybody's in the middle from this inertia, but are not starting to deal damage. They're just poking each other a bit at the moment. Not real done.
We're already seeing these Lost Vikings covering all 3 lanes, and this is forcing with Inertia to roam top and bot. And we're seeing they are now 3 against 4 in the mid lane against Ninetales, but nice stun coming out of him, so saving his life. And
Let's get low. He needs to go back to the base and heal up before they can start another attack or another poking session, so to speak.
And now Balance of Interests roaming bot. Could they get Sylvanas? No, he stands safe until now, but will he? Jaina
Yeah,
wanted.
Sylvanas is not sure. Sylvanas maybe knows, they may be setting up something.
Yeah.
Just stay safe near the tower. On top for Falstad and Baylock are getting a little bit closer with each other. And such a big map, the rotation times are quite slow.
Yeah.
So I don't expect now to have some really gang squad running around. But they're already preparing a balance of interests. Going 4 people go up, ETC is hiding, Oriel is hiding. Everybody's hiding, so that it just seems that Baylock's alone there.
And there comes Reina in Karazim, rough times, and he finally gets down
Yeah.
because of too much damage.
Yeah, if you run in such a setup, there's no chance you could survive.
Yeah.
Starting to dish out some damage on the gate.
Okay, and we see this Jaina goes down because the jump of Merdin. No, Eric falls at the bot lane as it looks like. And this is the first tribute going to this Inertia.
Just the first tribute of the 3 they need. So no real damage, so to speak, done here.
And
People
with
all go down there. They always they seem to roam together all the time. And
This Sylvanas.
Zeratul, Oriel, and ETC, and just managed to get Sylvanas and even get Arthur's too. As picked off. Bot lane is free.
Yeah.
To push a little bit. Meanwhile, Eric got the bosses, the siege giants, to get a bit more pressure on the bot lane going.
Second tribute in the bot lane. Party Bush now they are going. Nice stun coming out from ETC, and this Zeratul was nearly behind the wall, but well played by him. We're seeing Zeratul with the full damage build, even taking Gathering Power on level 4, so... Okay. This man has X.
So Arthur gets taken off without for the problems. Karazim gets away, he doesn't know what to do really. And Muradin maybe prepares to jump in or goes away as to not that much mana left. And a second tribute goes to Balance of Interests.
Yeah.
1-1 at the moment. So there's a lot of pressure here towards this Inertia. But they seem balanced somehow at the moment. There's not really the team fights seem almost equal. If one key character dies, the team fight goes in the other direction.
Yeah.
So it seems pretty balanced. But as you see, they're always setting up something. Oriel, Zeratul, Chain and ETC roaming together and setting up for a kill if somebody comes in their way.
Olaf gets taken out in mid lane, but meanwhile at the bot lane Sylvanas is pushing the fort and looks like they will get it. And at the other hand, and the top lane, the 4 guys are pushing fort. Waitpool gets taken out. And the team backs up, as you said. Solid play. Eric is waiting, but he will be too late. Merdin is there to interrupt. Nice stun coming out from Auriel, but no follow-up until now. They have to wait until it is up, but nice route is going on.
Oh, very nice. We're driving the others away so that Karazim can reel in the second tribute for their team without further disturbance.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Well played as a team.
And with Neshe now going for the second fort and the top lane. And Balog now tries to defend this camp.
Again, they're setting up to get into the mid lane to get 1 or 2 kills. Going for Arthas. Yes, they go. Oh, going for Sylvanas. First, she barely survives. Can she survive the Zeratul? Zeratul is damn low. Zeratul gets taken off as well. Very played, good played Mosh, but everybody's low. Oriel gets picked off. And this team fight goes for this inertia 2-1.
Yeah.
Nicely fight, they need to recover.
The fight would really have been set up in the other direction if ETC lands the mosh, but here not really getting the mosh, as it looks like.
It was disturbed very, very nicely.
Yeah.
So to speak, so the mosh couldn't take its full potential. Meanwhile, with inertia, the blue team is taking their boss without any danger of the boss getting stolen, as we saw in a few games in the league the last few times.
Yeah.
The boss marches towards the bot lane,
And in
where
the other
only
hand,
one keep is standing.
Balance of Interest now taking their own boss. They have a little bit longer, because there are only 4 people without this Lost Vikings helping.
And they just get the boss to get some pressure on, because they can't really support him, but they need to hard. They need to get some health back on and some mana going. And now they're heading to defend against the boss, who is coming in the bot lane, with the support of Arthas and Sylvanas.
Yeah.
And Sylvanas already got away. And Arthas slowly moves, because he knows he can't survive this. Gets body blocked and pretty low on health. Can he get away? Nope. Ooh, good time to heal. Oh, nice. Arthas just survives. Tries to run away.
This sustain is insane.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
Meanwhile, the third tribute for Visimershir. And they need to take advantage of this curse.
Yeah.
Driving everybody back. They have so much power to drive everybody back. They get so much damage. Picking Zeratul off now, but they get so much pressure in one direction. It is really insane with the sustain that we just saw. It's really hard to hold something against that.
And even with this takedown at the bot lane, the boss and Balog were the whole time pushing, and they even get through the second wall. Yeah, but now with this curse, mid lane is hurt from Balance of Interest, and they will get this this keep there. Or this fort, I'm sorry. Now ETC really low. Nice Crystal saving his life. Now Arthas not going down while Palm was casting.
We get a lot of damage done, but not quite enough to pick somebody off.
Yeah.
Olaf is taken off. ETC is half alive. It's pretty hard to hold them against. At least this curse wasn't as devastating for Balance of Interest as it could have been.
Yeah.
Again, both sides trying to get some camps, trying to get a little bit of pressure on your side, but now it seems very in favor of this inertia. Well, in the team fights there, I have a slight advantage. If they can pick Zeratul off early on, the damage dealers are basically gone. Trying to defend the bot lane, while the Vikings on top, getting the Knights, getting another camp.
Yeah.
It's all about pressure here. And see, level-wise, they're very much matched up. Kill-wise, 7 kills to 6 kills, so it's pretty even out, it seems. And if I look on the talents as well, the talents really seem like all reasonable choices. Like the Void Prison, Ring of Frost, Mosh Pit.
Yeah.
Mighty Gust, Divine Palm, Avatar, Wailing Arrow, and Army of Dead. Everything's pretty basic, pretty standard. It really comes down to the skills of the both teams. Now tribute spawning near the whole of Balance of Interest.
This is a really important tribute for the Vizinertia to get this, because else they would be more under pressure with the curse against him, and looks like they will. Zoning out, and could they get it? Nice interruption from ETC now.
And ETC can get quite in position to play his Mosh Pit. This curse distributes. It's really hard fight over this tribute here. ETC needs to back off. Is extremely low, can get some health. But this tribute goes to Vizinertia. The Balance of Interest desperately needs the next tribute to get some pushing done, to push through the forts, to get near the core. But right now, the last fort in the bottom lane of Balance of Interest is...
And
low,
Sylvanas gets ganked by this Zeratul. Could he get away? Oh, nearly gets away, but the poison of Zeratul finally killed her off.
And the mechanic of damage over time can be devastating, and it's something you do. A lot of times you don't think about this long taking this damage over time. And just like Lunara, Zeratul can be devastating exactly because of this special kind of damage.
Yeah.
Jaina's trying to get the tribute, and she gets it, doesn't get disturbed. Now they have a curse. The blue team is cursed. They need to push through Balance of Interest. They need to get as much value out of this curse as they possibly can. They're going for the boss. The curse lasts for 50 seconds, and until they get the boss, they get disturbed. Maybe even a boss steal, we don't know. We don't know yet.
Ooh, and again, this Jaina Ring of Frost is timed not too good for Balance of Interest and not getting some hits, else this fight would be looking other, but they managed to kill Sylvanas finally here. And now there is Arthas stunned. Goes finally down because of this mosh of ETC, and this fight looks pretty good for Balance of Interest while they have curse.
And so thanks to the curse, the mid might be falling right just about now. While Muradin and Balog have been fighting it out, following each other. The mid keep falls. Yeah, good value taken out of this curse, mainly because Vizinertia wasn't able to defend against it.
Yeah.
But now they're almost even up, structure-wise. Level 80 to level 19.
Ooh, Merdin gets taken out here. While he was watching if the boss gets stolen, but...
Now boss for the red team, slowly marching to the top lane.
Yeah. Whole team is halving off the Balance of Interests because they're so low. And Storm Talents up for Balance of Interest. They have 1 level time to force a fight. Boss is marching.
And they're trying to get the boss near bottom as well, to get as much pressure as they possibly can. Nobody suspects anything, they're trying to defend against the boss on top. Now they're going bot. Maybe they think, oh, they could be taking the other boss while we're here.
Yeah.
They already did, but they're already ready to defend against the coming boss.
And with the Viking bribery talent on level 1, we see now the easy camps also marching. Seeing Zeratul pretty deep, dealing some damage. Good Mosh interrupt, as it looks like.
Yeah, DTC even gets picked off.
But gets another Mosh while dying.
And the Ghost Mosh
Yeah.
just managed to delay them a little bit, to get the boss a little bit further, to get a little bit more pressure. It really seems at the moment that Balance of Interest is more in control of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they get most of the camps, they control where the pressure is on this map.
And
And
Eric.
Visinertia is just running around, put out the fires who have been laid out by Balance of Interest.
And this tribute does nothing. It's only 1-0 on tributes. Now 2-0. So Balance of Interest not in a hurry to get this. And Eric now on the run. Could he get away? Yeah, looks like. Because only Muradin is covering him. Meanwhile, Eric gets taken out.
Olaf and Balog down.
Yeah, play again, instantly used on the top lane. So, you're here to play again. And now both teams are level 20. Muradin kind of forgot this, to take the star talent. There is no reason to take this, not until now, because everyone else has decided the talent. So, and you really would go hard in shields or something for the front line. So let's watch if he will take this before the fight or if he forgets it.
Muradin didn't go for too much damage in his build.
Yeah.
So he's not expecting to go solo somewhere. He just goes for the sustain to be as long as he possibly can somewhere.
And now he has decided to take the Harnett shield now.
Yeah.
Some brawlings at the mid lane.
Yeah, maximum sustain for the tank.
Yeah.
It's not a bad choice, especially if you look at the damages dealt out by damage dealers Jaina and Zeratul. It's really reasonable to pick something to give some more sustain.
Eric goes down, nice silence coming out. And the Army of Dead for Arthas is up. Much sustain here.
And nobody is going to disturb Falstad, who gets the third tribute, and therefore the curse.
And so much. Ooh, this is a nice mosh. Getting two guys covered, but gets done.
Interrupted pretty much. But the Ring of Frost as follow-up is very nice.
Yeah.
Damage is being dealt, but quite not enough. ETC barely survives, gets healed in the last moment.
And this Sylvanas a little bit too aggressive. Could she go away with the double? Yeah, she could get away with the double E. Eric on the hunt, nearly gets her. Ooh, this
It's closely
was
interrupted by
close.
Carlson. Or more than I've not seen it, but really close, almost 100 health points for Sylvanas.
Meanwhile, the top keep goes probably down against this easy camp. Yes, good job by Eric, who paid with his life to escort them.
And this Inertia's core is open to attack. I think they will get 1 or 2 camps as soon as they can, maybe at the boss. Yeah, they're setting up there to get the boss and maybe get a bit more pressure. If they got the boss on the top lane and the boss goes a lot of really long way without being disturbed, there's really a chance that the boss can make a lot of damage to the core.
Yeah.
But they're already feeling that they may be going for the boss. ETC gets stunned and immediately focused. He could get away, but with the shield and everything, he can walk away.
Mosh is
But
ready.
Zeratul, so Zeratul 2 just barely makes it out. And the question is this Inertia bold enough to take down the boss? And they do. Knowing that the other team is almost everybody's low and goes away, they could take the boss out. Falstad is ready with his gust. He can just drive them away, just as he did now. And that time Mosh was really nice, but they managed to get the boss nonetheless. Zeratul is taken off. Everybody's getting dangerously low. Falstad gets low. Falstad just...
Barely
That was
saved.
a very nice palm. Barely saved, absolutely. That was really close.
You see the Vikings already on the core. But with Inertia also at the core with this boss here right now. But they are dropping pretty low because the good chainer damage, as it looks like. Storm shield taken, and they are at the core. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the level 22 boss. He's not killing with the core. Core drops.
Oh, drops. Ooh, 70%. This could be game if they don't interrupt this mayhem.
And
And
this,
this is it. This is GG. This Inertia has won this last third map, Cursed Hollow. And therefore advance to the semi-finals.
yeah. And guys, this means a short break, 3 minutes, stay tuned. After that we will do a short analysis of the second and third game if we have time, and after that I will give the stream over to Heartless, which will cover the semi-final and the third place match, I think. Or if you guys want, just go to Color stream, watch if he's getting a game ready now, and watch this one. So perhaps I see you guys in a few minutes. See you then.
Takes away from the skill.
Ooh, Avatar getting here by Zeratul, but he can he get away? Oh,
Looks like he will get away.
really close. Quintex was on time there. Jumped on the Zeratul, but really powerless. Pretty close. But they get the kills. Reina down. Nice palm here on Keltas. Oh, great move. Great move. Now they killed Reina.
Oh my god.
And
Finally
the
a
mosh
combo.
pit. Well played.
Finally the wombo combo worked here. They got it
fight out. Stop talk. Dropping really low and he's down. Oh, and the
Holy
duck
me.
wins.
Oh, this was speeches.
Oh, and the hook against Quintex.
Oh, just beautiful.
Oh my god. Oh, Zapata. He's trying to get the boss for the agent.
I don't know. I would think
Divine
he's gonna
shield, of
make
course, can survive a little bit, but I think that's too much AoE damage. Boundary already running.
Oh my god, look at this
Yeah.
mirror.
No,
He's dying.
he's not dying, but are the others dying? Oh, just okay. Never mind me. Right wing down.
His mirror god. What the hell? He's taking 2 people down already. Oh, and he finally had carry again. And really with an avatar again. So scary.
And must be still there with the Baylor copy trying to kill Bucky, and that was an almost one. That was an almost.
Guys, we are back here right now. Lidgit, you're with me here too?
Absolutely. Hello.
Okay, great. So the kind of bad thing is if I do the replays, you can't watch it, but you can listen to my beautiful voice. So okay, we will
I'm
have
delighted.
yeah, we will have the 5 to 10 minute replays, and after that I will give the stream over to Heartless, and then you guys could see the finals and semifinals. So let's jump into the replay view and search the window and put in some replays, which I got from MacDino, luckily. Okay. Let's go to the game 3. So, game 2, I'm sorry guys. So game number 2 was the Cho'Gall game on the Praxis holdout.
Oh, I can't believe I missed that.
Going in. Let's watch through. Nice stun coming out against Carpool. Managed to get out. And these are both beacons up now for with Indonesia again. Tychus goes down. But also Cho'Gall goes down. Oh no, Tychus survives. What did I write? Okay, we see here the first thing we see is that my game didn't went wrong because it said that Tychus goes down, but Tychus didn't go down. He survives and Cho'Gall goes down. So let's watch this shortly. We will have here at the mid lane just Cho'Gall here with Brightwing. And as I said before, the Brightwing could heal only over time. He's a very strong healer, but he can't heal in a few seconds a lot of amount of time of heal points. So this means if Cho'Gall now in these situations will drop down, he has no chance to survive, except he could get in stasis and go out after that with some pressed E from Joe, I think. And let's watch what happens. Going in now, nice stun. We see with Arnache going in, they're focusing Cho'Gall, and they know that Cho'Gall is, they are 2 people in there, so they just will try to focus until him. That's right what we see. The whole blue team is here, except Thrall, which covers the bot beacon thing, and they are all going against this Cho'Gall here. So let's watch what happens. Could Cho'Gall get out? Yeah, he tries to go out, and now Cho'Gall, he has the option to run away, but he also don't want to lose this beacon process. But now, as it looks like it's everything already over, but he still want to go in, and he gets the cleanse. He gets the unstoppable from the Brightwing, but still he's dropping so low. And finally with the stun from the Rexa, I think he finally goes down, and this means 2 guys down, and with these 2 kills the Wiz Energy managed to get level 10. So let's jump into the second replay that I got from MacDino. This one was a really beautiful hack, so let's watch this. We're seeing again Cho'Gall here, now covered not with Brightwing, and now hack into Gorge. Really played perfect. The wall goes down now, as you guys see, and instantly the hack from Peter, which stand by which also has Gorge, now goes onto Cho'Gall, and as we see, it perfectly lands on him, and then finally cuts him down. Hack, Gorge, run away. And now we see everyone's here except the Balance of Interests team. Cho'Gall left alone in the front lane, and he gets so hard rooted stun and everything, and he just gets deleted. And with this, the beacon, there could be much more value. Yeah. Okay. Let's watch if I get the next replay for you. This was a really big maw. Yeah, we see now the 3-man maw coming out, or even 4-man maw, because it was Cho'Gall, and the polymorph not spreaded too hard, and there is no follow-up for with Inertia. No kills dealt to Balance of Interest, so well played by them. Really well covered.
All right, now I see the replay as well.
Okay.
Thank you for the links.
You're welcome. And now I'm going to the least replay that I sent you. Let's watch. Here we see a very good rotation from the Balance of Interests, which were going into the bot lane. And now Gorge again picking up Cho'Gall into the backline, and with this fart and everything shooting on him. He tries to run away, but finally gets taken out. 2 more kills for with Inertia here at the game number 2. Okay. Let's go.
That was really fun to watch the course. Actually,
Yeah.
Come on, you come with me behind the wall and we finish you off. I have a really nice highlight here.
Yeah. And let's go to the next clips here. I've forwarded it to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's jump to the first one. We see the great team fight here. We see already a really good silence coming out, and now the Jaina managed to get a good Ring of Frost, but if I remember correctly, she already used her W, so no following damage from her. But the E is still there, and we already seen the Mosh, and if we see now the Mosh taken up, then the instantly Gust is taken, and this force that will gust the enemies away, that the one guy which is in the Mosh could survive. Let's watch if this happens. Stasis, yeah, Mergen survives. And with the follow-up they get Auriel, and they are in a really good shape now. Let's jump to the second clip that I have from the last game. Okay. Here we see this great disengagement gust from the false stats, nearly covering every one of the Balance of Interest team. And with this disengagement gust, the team is completely full of health, because Karasim, he had the time to heal up all at once, and Karasim also lands just perfect ultimate on the Arthas, I think, protecting him, saving his life. Good. Then go further to the third replay. Yep, this was while the tribute fight was such perfect. And we see now the Sagara comes in and she just hits a really perfect maw, covering nearly every one of the with Inatia. Let's watch it when it is. Oh no, there's no Sagara. I'm sorry, I was in the wrong thing. Okay, we see the fight for the tribute. And the mosh used to kill Arthas here. And now blue team is cast, means as long as the red team is fighting here right now, they are in pretty bad shape, I think. Okay, then the next replay is the swatch if I'm on it. Good ultimate from Zeratul, covering 2 guys. And now we see the Crystal Lake is used perfectly on ETC to save his life. And now we see Eric managed nearly getting down this Sylvanas if Karazin wouldn't help him. And meanwhile there was Balog at the top lane, and with his ability to making minions stronger on the level 4 Mercenary Lords, I think it is this easy camp just managed to destroy the keep down at the top lane. And this was the way to free the core for some bosses on the top lane, but in the final move we saw that the balance of that the Wiz Indonesia was going through the top lane to the core, and with this move the top lane wasn't covered by any minions, and so this didn't help too much. And let's jump to the last game. It was a team fight into the curse. We see a really good boss steal here. Oh no, this was the boss throw, I'm sorry. And nice healing coming out from Karazim, protecting this false dead. And this boss was nearly throw. I mean, if ETC could have managed to go a little bit more into the boss here, then we and he moshed after that, so we see a good mosh from him, but he stand a little bit out of position, so unfortunately he just not covered the line to take up the boss, and as it was nearly a boss throw. Okay, any more infos from Juliet Git to the replays? Would you have played something mainly different than the teams did, or?
Nah, they both played very, very solidly. I don't see much potential to play completely different. I mean, like for example, in the second game, the big maw that happened, and there was just no follow-up there, no kills done. This is something that shouldn't happen in such a team fight. With such a maw who is per se not that potent, but with the right follow-ups and everyone who can go into position, things like that shouldn't happen if the communication in the team goes right.
Yeah, completely right. Okay, so as it looks like now my stream time is over. To hold the stream, I will give it further to Heartless. I will just put some off-screen things on, and after that the stream will shortly disconnect. Just stay here on the Twitch channel for the semi-final and the final covered here by us on Heroes Lounge. Thank you guys for watching me, and see you hopefully another time.